congressman, former congressman, Eugene Montañez sa Bishop Publico News Online. Sir, kay Northern Samar atubang yan na sa ganda Northern Samar ang Pilipinas nga sa Northern Samar nga atubang sa krisis sa edukasyon. Nga po diin ang Northern Samar sayo sa pinakahamubo ang basic literacy nano ang pitadya na sa opisina labi na kang Congressman Nico nga alam kamaluwat nga sayo nga Patikano nga mga hatag sin advice para sa solusyon labi na din sa ato sa Northern Samar.
Kakuris ito na pangutana sa umudla. Loaded with any more questions. But let me try to answer it in the best way I can. Actually, tama ka. First of all, we have many problems in education in the country and in particular Northern Samar. You mentioned one, which is literacy. Part of the problem also is if you track students from kindergarten to high school, grabe, mamimingaw ka mo. When I tracked it a while back, from enrollment kindergarten, you will have something like 95% enrollment of children of the age appropriate enrolling in school, kindergarten, grade 1. By the time every year, the dropout rate is something like 3 to 7%, depending on which year, which grade. So by the time they graduate in high school, siguro the attrition, meaning from kindergarten to high school, we already lose something like 20, 30, 40% depending on which year. Okay. Second, the problem on quality of education is both a function, I think, to generalize, a function of the budget of DepEd and the income level of the families. Diba? Ang tendency is a higher income family, kagan duwa nga kaganak accountant, tas engineer. Ikumpara mo ito sa pamilya nga pobre. Diba? Para kuuma ang amay, tas may trabaho ang iroy. Diba? Chances are, the higher income student from the higher income will do better in the standardized exam. That's the pattern and that's the statistic. So one, we need to keep on improving the economy of the province and to uplift especially yung bottom going up. Second, if you look at the most progressive countries in the world with the best output performance of their students, it's, I think, Finland, Singapore, South Korea. Okay. Those three countries pride themselves in putting a lot of budget for teacher support, teacher training, okay, and a very big budget for their Department of Education, with an emphasis in pride in teaching and education. May culture talaga sila na education is so valuable, and they literally idolize teachers in those cultures. In fact, I wanted to say that sa Pasiduho, but nandira maghalaba pa na ako message. Diba? Kaya, atok sa huna-huna ito, diba? So, The good thing, with all the issues with flood control, DPWH, and, to be modest about it, I contributed, your former congressman, contributed to some of the budget reforms. Okay, I won't talk in detail, but in my own way, I helped with budget reforms. Because sa yuwak sa mga grabe at langot sa mga nanahina po sa Congress, pati sa budget, kay part sa corruption at titikam sa budget manipulation. I call it budget manipulation, which filters down to the implementation, mas nagagrabe ang corruption tungkol sa budget manipulation. So, ma-open na lang na-expose ito, maram na kamo. So, in the 2026 budget, DepEd will have the biggest budget by far in the history of this country. We will have the biggest budget ever, 1.3 trillion. Okay? The graph issues with DPWH, the penalize on DPWH, their budget as of today, but they will start the bicameral conference committee where they will reconcile the House version with the Senate version this Saturday. But as of today, from almost 1.1 trillion 2025 ang DPWH, it went down to 570 billion. Halos katungan na lang ang budget. Ang gindugangan, sindako, ang DepEd, DOH, DSWD, and some other agencies. So to answer a short question with a long answer, di ba? Eh, kakuri, isa din mo pangutana. It's such a loaded question.
Yes, okay, gala sir.
We need to keep on working together to uplift the lives, especially the poorest of the poor. That's why I support 100% for peace. That's why I support the universal to access, UACT law, universal access to tertiary education, the free tuition law sa state university, and in that same law, which has been my advocacy, kasi nakalagay doon, hindi lang free tuition, may living allowance ang mga students. That's why I used to make an issue of the former Chairman Popoy de Vera, because CHED wasn't funding the living allowance of the students both in SUCs and private colleges, which we call TES, Union Tertiary Educational Subsidy. So kung 4-piece ka, kasama ka sa DSWD, you're supposed to get free tuition sa SUC and living allowance. Kung private ka, you get living allowance. Okay, so we're addressing that. Now, as the Northern Samar, the schools division, I think, must focus a lot on teacher training and support. Yun yung immediate, I think, engagement that will bear fruits. Diba? To focus on improving the in supporting our teachers. And also, to add to what you said, we need to find a way to reduce the dropout. Kasi the time will come, and it's already now, di ba? We're becoming a segregated country. The last thing we want is you have the very poor and then yung mga mayayaman, di ba? We need to close the gap. Na dapat walang mahirap, na dapat to expand the middle income. And that's related to your question, which is yung literacy. So easier said than done. If I were the president, I would expand social services. I would expand the 4-piece program, give them more. Okay. I would, well, he already did, added budget to the DepEd, which is good. So, talakpakan natin si President BBM and Congress Senate, ginawa na yun. Diba? And then, Congress and the Senate should immediately pass a law and to budget. What the President said 2 years ago, and what many advocates are saying, is to add funding for 4-piece for pregnant women and additional funding 0 to 1,000 days. Yung mga, para sa mga baby, up to 1,000 days. Because pag mahirap, malnourished, di nila stunted, as malnourished. Di ba? Pag malnourished, it affects the growth of the brain. So kahit anong gawin mo, if you don't take care of them the first 3-4 years, kahit pinakamagaling na yung teacher nila, because stunted tsaka malnourished, ang intellectual capacity na diminish. That's one of the problems of malnourishment. And that should be one of the highest priorities at dami ng pera ng gobyerno na sinasayang lang sa iba-iba.
Yes.
Okay? So those are basically my ideas on that.
Salamat kung
So,